So I'm finding that Hegarty is working brilliantly. I'm really pleased with it. And I think as a tool for uh, learning material, so just really like as we've been doing like sort of classwork, it's perfect. And what I really like about it is it's very instant and you can see straight away whether you're getting the answer right or wrong. And if you make a little mistake, it gives you a second go, doesn't it? It gives you two goes each time you do a question. And also, if you then get a bit of a mark that you're not very pleased with, you can take the task over and over again, and it just slightly tweaks the questions so you can't remember the answers, but it's pretty much the same. And that's absolutely perfect for sort of basically learning the material. But what's important is that, as well as that, we get used to sort of working under sort of more like test conditions. So I don't mean it's necessarily a test, but I just mean that you get used to the idea. You've just got to slow down a bit. You only have one go at the question, and you either get it right or you get it wrong, just like in a test. And also, what I like about this Dr. Frost is that um, it's I can tick a box that means you've got to include your workings, which is excellent. Because at the moment, I know I can go in and have a look at your answers, but I'm not seeing your actual workings. So that's where Dr. Frost is really good. So this lesson is really just getting everybody up to speed with it working properly. I have set a few questions, but I'm not overly worried whether you get those right or wrong. The whole idea of today's lesson is just to try and get you all logged in and just get you just seeing how the software works. So as of 5 minutes ago, Kitty, I've reset yours, okay, if you're there. So, but I don't think you've actually logged on yet. I might be wrong, but because you were having problems this morning, I overrode it. And so you've just basically got to go in now, and your password until you change it is just lowercase the word password. And that's the same with you, Ted. Ted, you were having problems. So the same with yours. Yours is I've overridden it. That's why it's gone bold type. Okay. But I don't think as yet you've successfully logged on as of a few minutes ago. And then Cecily, Laura, Angus, and Douglas, as of a few minutes ago, I don't think you've tried it yet. So for those of you who are not in bold type, so Cecily, Laura, Angus, and Douglas, you definitely just need to look back at your emails from over the weekend, and you'll see that you got one through from Dr. Frost that I triggered, and then you've just got to follow the link. I think everybody found it okay. It's somebody who did it really quite easily. Could they just buzz in and just explain to everyone else what all you had to do? Because obviously I don't see it from a student point of view.
Yeah, all you had to do was click on the link that it gave you, and then it takes you to a thing, and you just create your password, and then you confirm the password, and then you just go onto the login. Well, that automatically logs you in when you make your password.
Yeah.
But then you can, if you accidentally delete the tab or close it or something, you can just go back onto Dr. Frost, the website, and click login. And then you just have to put in your school email address and your email, not your email, your password, and it logs you in.
Super. Thank you very much. Was that Dan?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. That's a very nice explanation. So for those of you who haven't done it yet, or those of you who are struggling, I think Dan, I can't explain it any better than Dan. He just clicked on the link, which already had his email thing. He then had to put his password in, password again, and then that automatically logged him in. And then if you accidentally logged out, because you were logged in, you just got to go back onto the Dr. Frost website and then just pop in your school email address and pop in the password you've just done. Now, if you're struggling with that, if you mess that up, don't panic. It's not the end of the world, and just let me know, and I can automatically override everything, and it would just go back to you starting again and having to go in, put in. So I think if that happens, so this would be like your situation, Ted. I think you'll just have to go onto the Dr. Frost website. So just Google it and get onto the Dr. Frost website, pop in your school email address. Okay. So remembering the 19-bit and all of that. And then until you've changed it, you're just going to be popping in the lowercase word password. And I'm sure what it will do straight away, it will say you've got to change it. So that's going to be everybody's goal first of all. Okay. Now, any second now, I think at 2:30, I went and set up some work to happen. Okay. So I think if I go onto this slide here, yeah, it was very nice. You see, I could create some questions. I could create some questions. Then I could get it to automatically come on at a set time. So I've actually set these to come on at 2:30. So that's now. Okay. Again, I'm trying to make this a bit more like a test. So I've clicked the option that the software is not going to give you a warning that you're just about to get the answer wrong. So you've got to be careful. I've also gone and clicked prevent reattempts. Yeah, so I don't want this to be like Hegarty where you can just go over and over again. I want you to concentrate, and you must realize you've got to get it right the first time. Okay. And so I've clicked the require workings option because I want you to practice doing the workings. So yeah, so I think it will come up looking something like this. I'm always at a bit of a disadvantage that I can't see exactly what you can see, but I'm hoping it comes up looking something like this. So you've got the question over on the left hand side, and because I've gone and clicked excuse me, I've clicked the button that you've got to go and do your workings. I'm hoping that over on the right hand side the screen comes up like this, and then you've just got to follow the options at the top. So you've got a pen, you've got a rubber, you've got text or whatever, and then you've got I'm hoping that you're going to have to go and do your workings. So this is the first question that you see you've got. So just to remind you how to do it while we're at it, so step 1 is to do the claw. 3 times x, 3 times minus 4. That gives us 3x minus 12 equaling 12. We then add 12 to both sides, giving us 3x equals 24. We then divide by 3, and x equals 24 divided by 3, which is 8. So I'm hoping you're going to have to go and on the right-hand side do your workings. Now, I appreciate that it's unlikely, unless you're very lucky, that you've got laptops that let you write onto the screen. Okay, I appreciate that you're probably going to be having to do your workings by way of your mouse. So don't worry at all if this is really untidy on the right. I'm not going to be criticizing you for it being untidy. I've got the benefit that I've been able to write this out with a pen, so it's pretty neat for me. Okay, I appreciate the chances are that all of you are going to have to do this by your mouse. So that's going to be tricky. I mean, all right, that's going to be a lot harder. I mean, if I'm writing with a mouse, you know, it's not good, is it? Like 3x. Well, it's not the end of the world, but it's awkward, isn't it? It's not as neat as my normal handwriting. Okay, so you're going to have to go and do your workings on the right hand side, and then obviously you get your final answer. You go and pop your answer in here, and you get submit answer. I'm not sure you'll get the skip for now option. I expect you're just going to get your final answer. You've got to pop in there. So really what I want, yes, and that was the other thing. Yes, I've gone and set it up as an assignment as per normal. Okay. But I'm not, and so if you want to, you can download all these questions. I have gone and given you the option when you go into Teams that you can click on that first one and download the sheet of questions if you want. And then but if you just want to just do it straight onto the system, you can. So there shouldn't really be a need to try and upload anything here. Okay, I want you to complete the assessment online. Okay. And so that's doing this bit. So you do your workings, you submit your answers here. So I'm hoping it would be the best of both worlds. I will be able to, it will automatically mark it. So I will be able to see what you've got, just like Hegarty, but I can also see your workings. Okay. So the idea is it's only 5 questions. It's only 5 questions. So, you know, with a bit of luck, you'll find these all right. So what I want you to do, guys, is just to go over and give it your best shot. If you've got any queries, rather than send it through to me by chat, can you go and do it on our excuse me, on our shared page so that all the other pupils can see your questions as well? Because if you've got a query for me, chances are I don't know how to answer it because I'm not looking at the screen like a student, whereas you guys are. So if one of you's really struggling, if you could yeah, just go and upload your query onto the normal post page so that everybody can see. And then the rest of you, if you can be keeping an eye out for people who are struggling and helping them out, that would be great, because I think you're in a better position to judge how to sort it out, because you're all doing the same thing where I'm seeing it from the other side. So I'm going to stop the live recording in a minute, but I'm absolutely going to keep an eye on things. And what I'm thinking is this is almost going to be the other way around. I want you to go and do the work now, and don't worry if you get them all wrong. What I'm thinking about, as I said, this is really just a practice for getting the software working. I'm thinking I'm going to come back online at, say, 3 o'clock, so 25 minutes time, just to go through the answers. So if you do get them wrong, then I can go through the answers, because that's the other benefit, guys. You're all going to have exactly the same questions, so it's not like randomly generated questions. So when I go through it for one of you, I'll be going through it for you all. So has anybody got any queries? Because otherwise I'm going to let you get on with trying to fiddle it out, sort this out. Anybody got any queries? Feel free to ask. Okay. So let's stop the live recording. I'm still going to be here, but as I said, I want you to go and send any queries you got, put it onto the general page, so everybody can see everybody can share the problems they're having. Okay, good luck, guys. I'll go back live at 3, but I'm still contactable up to then. Bye.